First of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be joined in the seminars. My name is Akira Ishikawa from Japan Bank for International Cooperation, JBIC, Jbic. Okay, please go ahead. Yes, our institution, Japan Bank for International Cooperation, Jbic, is Japanese governmental policy-based banking, wholly owned by the Japanese government. Okay. And we are the government agency, but we are not our aid agency. Our Jbic finance is categorized as our other official finance. Okay? Then the Jbic is not a private bank. Okay? We are government agency. And then our financing, we provided long-term debt and equity financing to the overseas project. And our finance is provided in the form of our sovereign finance or corporate finance or project finance, okay? And as our form of the limited recourse financing. And our mission is to contribute to the sound development of Japan and the international economy and society by conducting its operation in the following 4 fields. Okay? First one is promoting the overseas development and the securement of the resources, which are important for Japan. And the second one is maintaining and improving the international competitiveness of Japanese industry. And the third one is promoting the overseas business, having the purpose of preserving the global environment, such as preventing global warming. And the last one is preventing disruption to international financial order or taking appropriate measures with respect to damage caused by such disruption, like a Lehman shock or Asian crisis. Okay. Now, this list is our major example of eligible project to be financed by the Jbic. Okay. Energy supply, including renewable energy, and also other form of energy supply, such as gas-fired power generation or cogeneration, etc. Okay. And also energy efficiency project, also categorized as an environment project. And green innovation, including smart energy, green mobility, or smart city. And also, project which doesn't reduce greenhouse gas emissions are also categorized as an environmental project. For example, now prevention of air pollution or water supply or water pollution, preservation of water pollution project. And the Jbic's financial instruments are rather diversified compared with other peer agency like a US Exim or KfW or COFAS or SACHEO, etc. Okay. So our Jbic was originally established as the Export-Import Bank of Japan, Japanese governmental export credit agencies in 1955. Okay. But we are in response to the diversification of our Japanese companies' needs, we enlarged, we diversified our financial products. Okay? Export loans is a very traditional export credit function. Okay? And also import loans or overseas investment loans or anti-based financing. And apart from the debt financing, we also provided the equity participation or guarantee. This page shows our Jbic financing portfolio. It's a commitment basis in the fiscal year 2018. Our total commitment, out of our total commitment, almost 70% are supported via overseas investment loans. It's a major function right now. The export loan share is only 6%, but it depends on the requirement of the market. And right-hand chart shows the commitment by region. In fiscal year 2018, the Europe was the largest share, 39%, and the Asia is 33%, and the Middle East is 9%. Okay. But geographical distribution is, has been changed from time to time, depending on the project. In this fiscal year, the large-scale M&A financing in Europe was included this fiscal year. Okay. But historically, in the past, we provided mainly the export credit. But recently, overseas investment financing is our major function. Okay, let me go ahead to the details of our financing scheme. First one is the overseas investment loans. This loan provides support to the Japanese companies' overseas business. In such cases, the Japanese company are involved in a project as a sponsor. In many cases, they are set up as overseas affiliate by themselves or joint venture with local companies. In such a case, Jbic extends the long-term debt financing to the Japanese affiliate in overseas directly. And also, we collaborated with a private financial institution. We are under the overseas investment loans, and Jbic can finance up to the 60% of the total debt financing portion for the large companies. And in case of the small and medium enterprises project, Jbic can finance up to the 70% of the total debt financing. And Jbic, apart from the direct finance to the Japanese affiliate, we also provide the loan to the Japanese parent company. Was a financial requirement to provide the parent loan to the subsidiary or equity participation to the overseas affiliate. And in some cases, we may extend a loan to the foreign government or financial institution and ask them to own lend to our proceeds to our Japanese affiliate. But in recently, or in many cases, the Japanese a borrower end user is established in the form of a joint venture with local companies. Therefore, now we believe that our finance would also contribute to the local economy. And the next scheme is the export loans. It's a very traditional function. We are Jbic collaborated with a private financial institution, and we extend the buyer's credit to the foreign importer for the financial requirement to import goods and service and technology from our Japanese companies. And in some cases, we also provide this bank loan to the foreign financial institution, and then foreign financial institution will lend to the foreign importer to import goods and services from Japanese companies. And this export credit is categorized as an official export credit. Therefore, this scheme is terms and conditions of export loans are regulated by an OECD export credit arrangement. And the third one is the untied loan. And this untied loan is untied finance, which doesn't require the direct Japanese interest. In many cases, we set up the credit line with the foreign banks or foreign government institution. And then if case there is some concrete project in the host countries to be expected, this credit line support for that project via sub-loans. That we not discriminate the Japanese export, but it's untied based financing. Therefore, in some cases, these are local companies could procure the goods and service from the local or overseas, including or excluding our Japanese. And apart from the debt financing, we also provide this equity participation equity financing. In this equity participation, we provide equity finance, and also we require Japanese companies also provide equity to overseas project. It's a co-equity project. And in some cases, we set up the fund, and the fund provided the financing to the end user project. Also, introduce some case project cases. Okay, this case 1 and case 2 are JCM project. And both of them are SME projects. The first one is a solar power generation project, the IPP project in Mongolia. A Japanese company, Farmdo, set up the subsidiary Everyday Farm, EDF, in Mongolia. And they sell the power to the Mongolian National Power Transmission Company for over the next 20 years. And next one is the Ryobi Holdings project. It's located in Okayama Prefecture, Japan. Ryobi Holdings established affiliate, and they install the multi-temperature controlled distribution warehouse. It's a so-called cold chain. And also water treatment projects. We support this project in Sweden or US recently. And apart from the infrastructure project, we also support for upgrading of existing equipment. This project is Nippon Shokubai, one of the Japanese chemical companies, set up the they have the affiliate in Indonesia. Then they will this investment will optimize the energy use within the plant through upgrading of existing equipment. And we also support the water-related projects. One is a project financing for gas-fired power generation and desalination project in Qatar. And the next one is we support the manufacturing and the sales of bulb in Malaysia. And in Myanmar, we also support a multifunctional real estate complex. And offshore wind or onshore wind, and geothermal projects. And we also support the rolling stock project in the UK. That is also categorized as an environmental project. And due to the time constraint, I cannot explain in detail in the appendix, but in response to the COVID-19, we also modified our financing tools. Right now, in case the project was affected by the COVID-19, we will apply the COVID-19 emergency window. Then the preferential condition would be applied in such project. Okay. Thank you very much.